Hello, Beth.
Hello, Liam, or L Rock.
L Rock,
L
you
Rock
call
is
me.
your new name.
L Rock's my new name. I
Yeah.
like it. I like the nickname. We had to get to a few different ones though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Had like Zoldog. We didn't
L
like
Dog.
Zoldog. L Dog.
It's too basic, bitch. L Dog.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
L Rock, it's more professional.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah.
So Beth is one of our lovely clients here at the Pod
Thank
Hub.
you.
So thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to, give you a little bit of give people out there an insight of what we do.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to get not allowing me, enabling me to get my podcast up and going.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to ask you. Just a few basic questions. First
Let's do
one,
it.
why did you want to start a podcast?
Well, I feel like I have a lot to talk about, and I feel like I can communicate really well through audio. Obviously, on Instagram and social media, it's you got to be quick, you got to be super engaging, like with videos, and it's just not super natural for me to be like super like funny and whatnot. So audio is my personal preference on how to communicate, and I feel like I can speak and get my message across for certain topics and whatnot in more in depth through a podcast, as well as what we just discussed before. Like, audio is so great right now because you can listen to them, when you're traveling to work, when you're cleaning up, and you can be learning and doing something at the same time. I personally love podcasts. I listen to them all the time, as you do as well. And I was like, why don't I start a podcast so I can get my message across more?
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
why.
And what troubles were you finding? Like, what issues did you have starting?
I am a personal trainer, online coach, and I'm good at coaching. I'm not good at the technical side of stuff. And I also run my own business, so I'm very, very busy. I've got time restraints. I don't have a lot of time to be mucking around on other things. So obviously, speaking is awesome, but then I would have to figure out how to edit and upload and actually get the podcast up, how to video, do all that. It was just way too confusing. So I just delayed it for a little bit. I've been thinking about doing a podcast for a while, but it was just because of that restraint and not understanding how to do it was stopping me from getting it up and going and just not thinking I had enough time to do it. So that's why, I didn't get it up any sooner. But then obviously, I heard about you guys and I thought that is a perfect fit for what I want and / need. Someone to do the job for me, but also teach me about podcasts as well. You guys don't just, do it and see you later. It's educational as well. So I can understand, how to actually get a podcast. Like, it was so awesome for you to actually show me how to do it. And I was like, whoa, there's so much into it. I would not have been able to do this on my own.
Yeah, like we want you to own your own content. Like I'm big on that, and we're big on that in the Pod Hub. We want to make sure that we're not oblivious to the fact that you could just go and do it on your own. So we want people to almost have that opportunity to have that
genuine
freedom.
Vibe you have there.
You don't have to stay with us until the end of time. So we set things up.
I probably will because I.
We'll be happy to have you.
It's so much saving time.
Yeah, but that's why we just want to make sure that there's other platforms out there that you can use that, but then if you use those platforms, you don't own your content. So everything that you have here, we want to make sure that, it's just with ease. And then if you want to use us, fair enough. But if not, then we just want to take the overthinking part of it out for people.
Yeah.
And then, third thing is just educate you on how to develop a number one podcast or just have a podcast for yourself.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. Do you want me to say something else?
No. You can keep going.
I was going to give you a testimonial.
Give me a testimonial. Keep going.
Are we still on?
Yeah, we're still on, of course.
I still had things to say about
Go
you,
on,
Liam.
keep going.
Okay, well...
I'll just say thank you a lot, that's all.
I know, you say thank you, but I'm saying thank you because I would not be able to get the podcast up and going if it wasn't for you. I literally was like, I want to do this. How can I do it? Found the Pod Hub. You got back to me straight away, gave me a call. You gave me a lot of information about the call. It wasn't just a book in and we'll see you at the meeting. You took your time out of your day, which is very genuine. You don't find that with a lot of businesses. And I really appreciated that. So I could tell, obviously, that you're going to be someone great to work with. So we already built a really good rapport before I even came into the studio. So you gave me a little bit of call and told me like how we can go about doing things. You also asked what I wanted from the podcast, which I thought was really awesome. Like, it's again what you just said. It's got to be, it's our podcast, and you were asking me what I wanted from the podcast, and obviously you would know how to help me, and obviously understand what I was wanting as the the customer. So yeah, it's just this is actually the second day of doing a podcast, and I feel so confident, and I just feel like I wanted it to be a quality experience for obviously the listeners and myself, and obviously doing that from home, noises and whatnot isn't very professional. I like to be on point with those types of things, and then just feel like I'm supported and feel like if something goes wrong, I don't have to be stressed out, because obviously I have a lot of time restraints. I don't have to be stressed out. You're just a call away, or you're actually like you're in the studio with us, spending your day helping us throughout, our podcast today. So, obviously there's education, you've got that really friendly vibe with your whole Pod Hub community. And then obviously, the constant support. So we're not on our own. You're not like, if something goes wrong, it's not, you should have listened. It's no, like we'll show you how. So therefore, podcast can be a success. And, we're also, time is money. We're making use of our time.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you, like today, for example,
Yep.
you had your content ready to go.
Yep.
You had your guest here.
Yep.
That all the elements that go into a podcast that you didn't have to worry about, like setting up.
No, it's all done for me. I just pop in and
just click record.
Click record. And also I like to be very professional, and obviously I want to have a lot of guests coming on board, and it's not very professional to like have them over to your house or something, depending on who they are. So I think it's a very professional environment. If you are wanting to have guests come on, actually have them meet in the reception area, and then it's just so professional. And I really like that, and I really appreciate that.
I did that,
Did you?
I used to do it at people's houses, or I used to get them to my house as well.
Yep.
And it has that different
Before
vibe.
you realised that it wasn't on point.
Yeah, it's just no. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I went to one of my favourite footy players growing up, follow the rugby league, Brian Fletcher. I went to his house.
I love the footy.
And I put a banner up in his house.
Okay.
And then I also had the microphone set up for Facebook Live. But
Yep.
then, the wind blew the sign
it wasn't
down.
efficient.
It wasn't efficient.
Yep.
It took me 45 minutes to set up. And then
you're
I
probably
did an
a
hour
bit
podcast.
nervous as well.
I was heaps nervous.
Yeah, whereas you come in, you're like,
and it's
there's
his
nothing
space.
to be nervous about. It's on point. Everything's set up to go. You don't have to worry about mucking around. It's just like, come in, get your podcast done. And also, we didn't even say, but you actually produce it all. So I don't know how to upload a podcast. I can speak, but like, how do I actually get it up on iTunes and Spotify?
Yeah.
You literally do it all. I don't have to worry about it. So it's just so time efficient. And like I said, time restraints is a big thing for me. Not having to worry about uploading it. And you just, hey, Liam, can you please upload this on Tuesday? You're so efficient replying. And it's just, it's so easy.
Thank you
love
so
that.
much. You're a legend.
You're a legend.
We're all legends.
L-Rock.
L-Rock.
From now on.
New nickname.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you, Beth. Appreciate it.
Thank you.